June because I was born in June. Welcome to my amazing life today. So you guys know that I'm currently in the road trip, right? That's the reason why that the background, it looks like a little bit different, and I love this hotel so much, right? That's why I've been coming back so much. Okay, so today I want to talk about this topic that I explore with my students, where I kind of feel like a lot of first-time entrepreneurs, you need to know this. So what is it? This is about outsourcing. So a lot of times that we only have 24 hours per day, but I realize some of my students, they have been focusing too much of their time in doing something that they are not excel in. So that's why I want to record this video in order to share with you guys what is the strategy and outsourcing, how do I outsource, what is the strategies, and then when you need to do outsourcing. So a lot of times when we are actually entering into the business ourselves, right? So maybe you are new, you do not know what to do, you do not know what to do, when to do, and then really who to help you to do, right? So if let's say you have been thinking about that, right? The number one question that you need to think about is, for currently the tasks that you have been doing, what are the tasks that you are just not good at it? I know myself very well. I know graphic designs is just not my forte. I know I'm not a really OCD person. Like I'm not really good in administrative tasks. It's not because I'm not good at it. It's just because I decide this is one thing that I shouldn't be good at it, right? Because I can actually easily outsource to someone else, either to my virtual assistant or actually for my PA, in order to have them to actually categorize everything for me very neatly. So that's why I know these are the two things that I shouldn't be focusing in. That's why I know that I need to outsource. So how do I do my outsourcing? So firstly, before you want to outsource, you need to know what kind of tasks you need to outsource. This will be mostly with the tasks that you simply don't think that it's adding value to your business. I only want to focus on coaching, and also as well as connecting with my potential clients and leads, and also servicing my existing clients. I know that this is a part that I want to be focusing in, because coaching as well as content creation is something that no one else can take away from me, right? So that's why other than this pie, majority of them I'll just do outsourcing. But before I do outsourcing, one thing very clear in my mind is that I know I need to know how to perform the task. Right? Because if let's say I myself, I do not know how to perform the task, how are you supposed to actually do the outsource yourself, right? So like for example, if let's say I wanted someone actually to manage my group, my Facebook group, right? I probably need to know how to manage the Facebook group efficiently, right? Just have an idea. But then when you do a hiring, right, you can hire someone else who is better than you, right? So you know a little bit, plus you actually hire a talent who is better than you in order to manage your Facebook group from you. Because ultimately, we do not want to become like a boss. If let's say you just want to become like a boss, the ideas, content creation, everything needs to come from you. But if let's say you hire a partner, like, you know, just work together with a partner who can be even better than you, they can actually come up with a lot of sorts of different strategies in order to grow your Facebook group together. So that's why the number one rule that I want to make you guys know is that when you hire a VA to work for you, right? Hire a VA not only can become your partner in the future, but also they can give a better idea than you, because that's the reason of outsourcing. We want to outsource to the job to someone else who is better than us. It's not like who is on par, or like maybe their talent is lesser than us. Okay, because when I first started my entrepreneurship, like maybe 10 years or 12 years ago, I was very inferior. What do I mean by I was very inferior? I only want to hire someone where their qualification is lower than me. This is a big no-no. So why did I did that? I do that is because I want the person to listen to my instruction, right? Yes, this is doable even though you work with someone who is actually better than you. So that's why sooner or later, when I learned during the entrepreneurship, I realized that this is the wrong way. Because when we want to hire someone, we want to be on the contract with someone, we need to get someone who is better than us, so that they can actually complement our weakness. So does it make sense to you? So if let's say you're on the path of me 10 years ago, this is probably the thing that you should avoid, because you are missing out big things and big opportunities when you're just hiring someone who is lower than you. Try to work on the single project. Hire someone who is on par or even higher than you. You will see a really big difference in your business, because they are going to bring so much of really, really good ideas to you and your business. All right. So second tip I want to share, how do I do hiring effectively? So the portal that I've been hiring is actually two portals. Fiverr. Fiverr, I only tried in hiring image related, like graphics related. The second one I've been hiring is called Upwork. Okay, 10 years. So I've been hiring in Upwork for almost 10 years. 10 years before we do hiring, we have like a freelancer.com and odesk.com, but then later on they actually merge together, become like Upwork.com. So Upwork is really cool. So I have one major tip that I'm going to share. When I hire in Upwork, right, I always make sure that I hire freshie for tasks that doesn't really matters. All right, what do I mean by tasks that doesn't really matters? Like tasks in terms of data entries or administrative tasks or researching tasks, I usually hire freshie who are just new to Upwork. Okay, the reason I do so is because when I hire freshie, right, it gives them a very new perspective as well. Number one, they will be willing to take up your projects probably at a more affordable rate or a more lower rate that you can accept, right? Second thing is that when I hire freshie, I realized that I can build up the momentum very easily, because it means that they are not bogged down with a lot of projects. They are more available to the tasks that I have. And the third thing is that when I hire a freshie, right, we can actually go long term, because as and when I hired them, I kind of know their style in working. If let's say I think that they are someone whom I actually can work for a very long term basis, at least right now, they don't have any projects right now which I can work on. So, but I only hire freshie for projects that I can change very easily. The person that I work with can change very easily. But if let's say I'm hiring like someone who is more technical, of course I will actually need to look at the review and also our profile. So usually tasks that you can hire for freshie will be like graphic designs, because you can check on their designs very easily, right? Or data entry or research or virtual assistant kind of jobs, all right? If let's say you're talking about more technical like programmers, funnel builders, I'll probably need to look up over the review, because those will actually involve more costs. Not only the time cost, not only the cost that I use in hiring them, but also the time cost for me in reviewing their works. That's why you need to have a different category. But if let's say you are new to hiring, what I want you to do today is that I want you to list down 3 tasks that you don't enjoy doing, and then you think that there must be someone else who is doing a better a job than you. You don't enjoy doing, and it's not revenue generating for you. You should actually list it down. This is number 1. Step number 2, you need to list down what are tasks to be done by the person, right? That's task number 2. Task number 3, post a job in Upwork. And then if let's say the task really doesn't involve a lot of technical stuff, just go for freshie. That's number 1. And then secondly, when you type out in the job requirement, right, make sure you type out a secret password. Like secret password can be like ABC, okay? And then ask whoever applicants to actually include this secret password in any part of their cover letter. Okay, why do I do so? Because you have to think from their perspective. For those who are actually trying to look for a job in Upwork, right, they are trying to apply as many jobs as possible. So that's our job, in order to make sure that they actually read our job requirements before they apply, so that this can actually help us to set up the filtering process. I've come across so many different applicants, even though I asked them to include the secret password, ABC, right? It can be anything, literally anything. They don't include at all. So these are the people that I will skip when I do my filtering process, because I know that if let's say right now they don't really read my job requirement, it means that next time they won't be reading my instruction as well. So I want to save my time in terms of hiring. That's why I do all this like different. So third tip I want to give, when you do a hiring for a particular task, if let's say you have like a budget of